Wah, 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 wah. I'm just going live. It's happening. Also because I'm really tired. Common phenomena with the gym goers of all species, whether it is at home, whether it is out of the home. Marlon's gonna do a sound check for me. Also, two things. I'm wearing shoes. Not because of you, chat, slash VOD watchers, but because my little metatarsals, my little bones in my feet on my right foot are like a little sad, especially after the cooking stream yesterday, which was amazing, but was 8 hours plus of standing. And standing is hard. Also realized because I am in my home gym that I can wear whatever goofy shit I want and workshop a bunch of fabulous gym looks. So I've got my Jinx and Dela holiday show shirt because it's still the season. When is it ever not the season for Jinx and Dela? And I am doing a French tuck because, you know, I watched a lot of Queer Eye and I can't help myself. I like a little asymmetry. I like a little shirt gather. You can tell me if it looks stupid, I don't care. And my Kill Crew shorts, which I love, and are kind of Kill Bill themes. So that's what we got going on. I am sleepy. Probably also need to wash my hair and do some other general life things, but we're here for Hinge push day no matter what. Week 1, day 2, workout 2, 2 workouts in 1 week. Such a thing is unheard of. Sometimes it is for me. Again, hello. I'll vamp and do stuff for like 2 more minutes and then I'll get warming up. Again, I hope your day is going well. Good to see you. I will try to be a little bit more, why would I set myself up for failure like this by being like, I'll be more focused with this workout and actually get through it in a reasonable amount of time. Why would I say that? I don't have to do that. I don't have to do anything. We're gonna do what we do and see how long it takes, and it's gonna be great. So, and there should be a chat box. So if anyone else wants to try out, make sure the chat box is working and not covered by my little bitty program over there. Yeah. Look at me, I'm getting better at like angling towards stuff. That's good. That'll be my greatest achievement in 2026 is figuring out how to point at things appropriately when they're reversed and not real. I don't know how people do it. Saturday hype chilling. Hype. I need a little hype right now because it is 1:45 in the afternoon. I had a really good breakfast, so I have good fuel in my system, but I'm getting sleepy and hungry because I do that a lot. Because I worked all morning, which it was good. Worked well, checked it when I jumped in. Okay, good. Is it weird that they don't line up? Oh yeah, well maybe is it aligned to the, oh it is probably just kind of down the middle. I don't know, I bet I can adjust that in, let me see if I can adjust that really quick. Talk amongst yourselves. See if that's a setting in Streamlabs really quick, might as well. Streamlabs, sha la 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 la, Streamlabs. I don't wanna join Ultra, just go to my, where's my desktop? Where's my page? Streamlabs. I mean, not desktop. Where's my... Oh, stop it. What are you doing? This is always the worst time to try to do this just because I immediately get distracted later. Why are you being so spammy? No, I don't want Streamlabs Ultra. Yeah, login. Just take me... What? Dashboard, thank you. It's like, I was just here getting the chat box working. Style clean. Oh, we've got like, wait, someone else type something. What does boxed look like? I'll type something. Does that look different? Oh, I probably haven't saved the settings yet. Hold on. Save settings. What does boxed look like? Someone else, okay, someone else say something. Welcome to the VOD watchers to the troubleshooting. This is how we get down. Oh, it does that. That actually might be, that's probably good. I'll just scooch it over, right? Celsi, oh my God, you joined and then you bring the whole community over. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I just finished troubleshooting. Celsi, thank you so much for coming back. Oh my God, I'm not tired now. What were you doing in your health and fitness? Celsi Workout Hive. Welcome in, everybody. Oh my God, so good to see you. Let me move this chat box down. That's what I was messing with. Hello. We actually have enough chat. We have enough chat. The whole box needs to be here. I don't care if it covers my face. Thank you so much. My name is QueenB3atrix. Welcome in. I've been a personal trainer for just under 3 years, partly because I'm a recovering alcoholic. Fun thing to tell everybody when you first meet them, but it's true. And I used to work in bars and have a food science and technology degree, and decided when I finally cleaned up my shit, as a lot of us do, to use all those skills in a new way and go back to my early days of being a sports playing also nerd. And I play video games. I'm a big Fallout person, lots of Bethesda stuff. And you know, cozy games, DayZ, all the things. We did a cooking stream yesterday that was Fallout themed. It was very fun. So please, thank you all so much for being here. I will try to say hi to as many people as I can. I'm very excited to see you. Pull up power day. Oh my God. CLTC. Okay, double cardio workout for you and friends. That sounds great. Oh my, I'm gonna have to go watch the VOD. Amazing. Am I not following you? That's insane. Let me do that really quick. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. That's crazy. There we go. Fix that problem. I am so sorry to delay that. I meant to after last stream because you were so fun. But yes, thank you. Okay, let me, I was just saying before you all got here that I was gonna try to be more focused. We'll see if that works. Let me know if you want the chat box switched around too, but I wanna see all the beautiful things you have to say in the VOD. So we're doing Hinge push today. I've not been working out super consistently for about 3 months. Because my nervous system is sad and I don't recover very well, and I needed to do some adjustments of my just eating habit stuff. It was pretty damn good, but not enough. Like I needed to dial it in a little more to make sure that, again, that I'm fueling and recovering properly. So John Deeds, yes, glad you were here. And Atherisk, yay! So glad you're all here. Double cardio day sounds fucking wild, and I am impressed by everything that you do, and I hope you're feeling good, and I hope you're getting ready to fuel up. So welcome in, everybody. Sorry, this is going to be really chill. Thank you for paying your taxes, Red Sir. Blood tithe received. It's going into the pot. Okay, let's get foam rolling then. Yay! This will be great. Please let me know if you have any questions or requests or whatever. I'm also rehabbing a shoulder injury. It's remarkably, I cannot tell you how much better it's feeling. So we're very excited about that. But my hips have been a little pinchy, and I was just crouched troubleshooting stuff on my computer for a while, and my knees are like, fuck you! What do you think this is? So my knees are feeling a little tender, but that's fine because we already did our squats this week, and I think I'll be all right. But yes, Celsius, thank you so much. I will go back and watch the VOD. I want to see what you had going on. I am so grateful that you brought your community over here, and I hope you all have a good time. Please stick around, hang out. Whiskey Tango Fox and Atherisk, thank you so much for following. This is hopefully going to be a twice a week deal. Ooh, and I just have a random like Nintendo playlist on. Squidward, what are you stressed about? Also, Red Sir, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Not supposed to be foam rolling my hips, but I can foam roll my glutes, which is one of my favorite things because it feels good and foam rolling is good. But yes, programming up. See, look, I'm getting better at pointing at the stuff. Programming up here just on True Coach. That's what I use for my clients and for myself. I know it's a little small, but let me know if you have questions. And we're gonna be just doing a little foam rolling, getting ready for a Hinge push. And this block is pretty chill. We're gonna do some RDLs, some other random shit. I think some landmine stuff, because I like the landmine. I haven't used that setup in here. That's gonna be exciting. Foam rolling pecs always looks really funny. I'm realizing a lot of this block because of my PT is just me being like flopped on the floor, like face down doing little, my fucking lateral raises or army crawling on the foam roller. This is one of the hardest foam rolling techniques to teach people, as I just set it up wrong, because our pec it like attaches kind of funny. So you want to put it at like, you want to like go across. If the muscles go this way, you want the foam roller to go this way. So you kind of put it under your little arm. Wasn't pushing super hard today. Okay, 60-minute cycle circuit, follow along. Oh my God, whoa, that seems like a lot. Only, that seems like a good amount, Celty. I kind of had this suspicion last time you were here, but you might be like a mega beast. I hope you know that. When we get the treadmill fixed, I'll do some cardio, but my vision for it is Kitchen Nightmare reruns while I walk, and maybe jog. Ooh, this feels good though. I like, this can be really tender. Just be careful if you do it. And try to just get it on the muscle, not on the bone. And I'm not gonna do this for a super long time, and I am pushing pretty heavily off the floor. Well, Celsi, that sounds super fun. I wanna do one of your workouts. I wanna try to do one of your workouts and kind of die, is what I mean. That sounds amazing. How often are you streaming? This is cool. I need more fitness streamer role models like you to ask questions and see what they do and learn from their setups and stuff. It's more because it's, and yes, it's really nice here too. It's weird. Every weeknight, 5 p.m. Central. You're amazing. Hello, Hood Sky, hello, welcome in. Hopefully I pronounced that okay. Every weeknight, you are incredible. Okay, I am so glad that you found your way here. I am sure I will have many, 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 many things to learn from you. And I want to do a follow along. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to check that out. Or you say Central. Well, good, good, good. Trying to remember. But yes, hello. Hood Sky, hello. Welcome in. We're just getting more Hinge push day and I'm very sleepy. Can you do the splits? No. Can you? I cannot do the splits. I'm not that flexible. Okay, that's enough of that, especially on my injured side, which is feeling less injured every day. This is a nice feeling when our injuries are less existent. Okay, cat cow, because cat cow is good for us. And then I'll do some adductor rockbacks. Oh, let me face this way so I can see the chat. Can if you pay you enough, yes. Squidward, you can do anything for money. Everybody do your cat cow. You see we're a little cat? And we're a little cow. Oh, Celsi, I hope you like my wacky gym outfit too. I'm gonna be workshopping the most ridiculous ones I have. I can't wait to see your VOD. I'm so excited you all came over. This is so nice. This is new. This is only my second workout stream here. So, you know, it's pretty rudimentary. I think I can like close. No, I've tried. Thanks for believing in me though. All right, adductor rockbacks and T-spine rotations I like a lot just as get those little innies. Thank you so much for being here, Celsi. Thank you for the lurk. Everybody, please make sure you're following Celsi and check in for those 5 p.m. Central follow-along workouts. That sounds so fun. I can't wait to check it out. If you're on, I'll check in on your Instagrams and stuff too. If you're active in any of those areas, I'll make sure to follow you there as well. Thank you for being so supportive and bringing everyone over. That is so nice. I'm very, very, very grateful. Also, if this music is weird, I'll put the David Diver lo-fi back on. This camera angle, super flattering. Definitely not weird. That's just like the secret thing about a lot of exercising is it just like looks fucking weird. This is like a more chill version of doing world's greatest stretch. If you have tight groins, Squidward. Also, Talskin, hello. Not trying to talk to you in the groin comment as well. If you have tight like inner thigh, this can be pretty gentle and chill. And I have my toes tucked under, but you don't have to on my hind foot. And this gets a lot of rotation, which again, we're doing a little bit hingy pushy stuff today, but I also want to make sure I'm hitting a lot of my other ranges of motion things that are good. This is just good generally for mobility. Feels good. I'm doing like 10 and 10 of each. You all know I can't count already. No, we ain't doing the splits, I promise. Well, I would love to watch Squidward do the splits though, I'll say. This also gets a little tiny bit if you have your toes tucked under, a little ankle mobility too, which is good. And this arm is like pretty chill with this movement now, which is great. I'm telling you, if something gets irritated, it's like, don't fucking do basic movements. Oh, you want to reach up and over into that grocery bag? I bet you fucking don't. Sounds like a threat. Sounds like we're under attack. We better have like 8 and 9 out of 10 pain spikes with random little movements. That's great. Oh, that feels good though. Oh yes, bear crawl and then twitchy jacks, always fun to do on camera in front of people. A little, I'm average, I would say. I'm okay. I can touch my toes. You know, that's about it. Okay, a little bit of bear crawl, also because this is good for my shoulder PT stuff as well, because we like closed chain things that activate pushers. Very good, and have free floating scapulas in supported ways. Very good for building a lot of the stuff here. So I'm just gonna do like 10 per side, and I like a bear plank anyway, so just gonna go forward and backwards. Sorry if I start breathing a little bit. I am alive, so it's probably gonna happen. I love how little things like this, I've already lost count, that's fine. Little things like this will sneak up on you. Oh, and I hope everybody's having a great weekend. We're in the void between Christmas and the New Year, where hopefully as many people as possible are getting to just have downtime and chill. Maybe get a little break from family, maybe get a little extra time with family. Whew. That felt like enough. Hudsky, if you fucking ask me to try a split one more time, I'm gonna fucking ban you, and that's not a joke. You're welcome to chill, but no more fucking asking. You don't think I've been here before? Did you miss the part where I said that I bartended for a long time? Weekend! Indeed. Okay. Just doing one set of those, I think. I think. Yes, gorgeous. All right, 2 sets of twitchy jacks. Then we'll move into our primers. Sorry, I'll leave that there. Trying to decide how you can actually see it. Again! What do you do? Oh yeah, because you have the weekend off, right? Let me take my glasses off so they don't go flying. This is kind of a nice short warm-up actually, which is good because we're doing a lot of movement patterns that I like and I'm pretty familiar with. I have to squint now. That's a good word. But yes, I like my, we did our drop downs with iso holds and overhead reach on Wednesday, and today we'll do twitchy jacks, which is just, all this shit's made up. So some of it has weird names. Your gym might have it, might call it something else. Doesn't matter. It is exactly what they are. So 2 sets of 5, trying to go as fast as we can for 5 jumping jacks, just to make sure the nervous system is nice and awake. I already feel pretty excited because of Celsi's raid. So I'm like very there, but let's jolt it. You will feel goofy doing that in a gym, I promise. You will feel goofy doing it in public, but I promise it works. Play something classic on the GameCube or Wii U. Again, take it back. All right. Try them and tell me you're not warmed up. That's all I'm fucking saying. I got them from a really great coach who's also a physical therapist, so you know they're good. I always fail those like, you can also do them if you need adaptations. We'll feel goofy doing that in private. The cats definitely are like, are you okay? There are a lot of things that I don't do in specific ways because I know my cats will get freaked out when I'm at home. We adapt to whatever environment we're in. Red Sir, if you ever so usually for people that have like knee pain issues, or we've got like joint stuff, or we need lower impact, I do like modified drop downs for people, which is just like little tiny hops, because that also gives you a good jolt, or we just go up and then down, up and then down, like simple things like that. Or you can do, you can just move your arms like that. It's all made up, I'm telling you. It's all made up, and if it's all made up, it can all be adapted and modified. You can do them slower. It's also fine. You don't have to do them as fast as me. All right, that's enough bouncing around. Single leg RDLs and eccentric push-ups, I'll be doing them on my knees because I don't want to do full push-ups in my warm-up. So I've got 2 sets of 5 per side. I'm gonna use a little hand assist for single leg RDLs. Also, Lex, I see you there. I love you so much. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. That was just me being like, what else am I doing this weekend? Sorry for the minor dissociation. Just thinking about if Lex is going to take a nap, which I would really like to do. And you can tell probably by how I'm talking and breathing that I'm getting like a little bit of like asthmatic shit today. I think basically everything just bloomed again because it's like 75 degrees here, and I get a little catch sometimes. So as I warm up, it'll go away. But some of it's anxiety, not specifically about anything here. I've always feel pretty relaxed on stream, just general. And some of it is asthma. The Nintendo music is really funny. I might put the Dave the Timer stuff back on. That was a good fit. I also like trying out a couple different things. That's also fine. And I do really like, so I'm keeping it easy on single leg variations right now. I know I'm just reiterating stuff for new people, but something like this that's pretty low impact and supported. Just being mindful of my hips because they've been a little bit pinchy. So it was recommended from the PT to do a little more bilateral shit. I'm gonna use my little handy dandy towel that I brought out here that now lives out here to pad my knees. So I have to roll my mat back out. You're gonna pencil in a spiral. Oh, okay, off New Year's Eve. So working Monday. Yeah, pencil in a fucking breakdown. You know, if you can plan it, tell me how that works and also go for it. I think that's a good call. Oh, hey, Cash, what's up? I can do a couple push-ups on my toes. Zenith Blaze, thank you so much for joining the United Queendom. Welcome on in to my scruffy, rambling workout streams. We're trying it. I promised the community that we would do this before the end of the year, and now we have done it twice. So, you know, we're doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Zenith, how are you? I'm just doing my muscle primers quick before Hinge push, and feeling, like I said, I can tell like I have a little bit of like diaphragmatic tension today, but that's just something I deal with. So just don't mind me if like my breathing is a little weird. I promise I'm not dying, you know, at least not right now. All right, when we're thinking push-ups, this is good advice, whatever your skill level. Widespread hands, push down through all 5 digits of your fingerprints and every knuckle and your palm. Obviously, depending on wrist comfort and forearm strength, like, and you know, if you've got wrist issues or anything, this is for like general population. If you don't need modifications and we're comfortable. I see a lot of people doing like, like placing their fingers really close together, having gaps between their palms on the floor. So we want as much contact as possible for these, and for think about the same thing for your feet as well. If you're doing squatting or doing anything that requires surface contact, that's how you transmit force. So we want as much contact between your hands and the floor so that you can transmit as much force, unless, other caveat, we're doing it on purpose to make it more challenging by mitigating and minimizing your surface contact. Contact points is one way you can increase difficulty. So lots of surface contact. Shit, I'm gonna scooch back farther. Camera. Lots of surface contact. And I'm also gonna imagine that if my hands were on a big piece of paper, that I could rip it into, left to right. I could just go, if it was like, it's there. These are my sound effects. Are they helping? Yes. And so I'm gonna be creating a lot of outward force and also downward force to keep everything really stable and functioning really well. And I'm also gonna push up quite a bit away from the floor too. I'm not gonna be slouching. Board at work, you're a fitness trainer. You don't have anyone to train. I'm also a personal trainer, but please feel free to share your knowledge and wisdom and talk about what you do. What kind of personal training do you do? Do you specialize in anything, or are you everything across the board? I love talking to people about work. Is one of my favorite things. So please shower us with some wisdom anytime as I do my baby push-ups. Again, still can make these hard. Eccentrics are great. We're just gonna focus on this nice little drop down. I'm gonna go nice and slow. Drop on down, roll on up, nice and easy. We're not here to work super hard. We're here to wake things up. Yeah. Chippy and EBC. I will shut the animals out of the room when I get to actually working, which I will do a little bit, I promise. General fitness, cool. What? That's awesome. Yeah, what kind of, do you work out? Are you remote? Do you work in a gym? A little bit of both? Tell me more about it. Yeah. Nice, easy. Easy peasy. Cats, I know. Is this Evie? Oh yeah, come on up. Blah. She is 20. If you're like, why is she so small? And she's also decided to be even pickier about her food as she ages, but we've been together a long time. She's good. But yeah, that's great. I think I just say that I'm a functional strength and conditioning coach. Most of us are functional, right? That's the hope, at least. But some people, specialize in more like sports performance, or I have a lot of coworkers who specialize in golf training specific. Yeah, I do like general pop. I would say if I had to put a label on it, that I predominantly like helping prevent, remove, and manage pain. I really like to help people get out of pain, especially with the support of a PT. The breathing today. We show up with what we've got, right? Show up with what we've got and work around it. Yeah, I've been coaching for just under 3 years. I played soccer and ran track and cross country and rode horses as a kid. Did a little bit of golf, a little bit of snowboarding, badly. Not good at snowboarding. And yeah, came back into, I saw really great coaches on and off over the years, strength coaches, personal trainers at like my school gym. And yeah, I just really, when I got sober, when I quit drinking. Just so the people in AA aren't like, you use THC. It's not sober. Oh yes, yes, she's 20, Whiskey Tango Fox. Oh, you have a little white kid too. What color are their eyes? I want to reiterate what you said that people think is weird. Totally normal to do squats and like I started completely barefoot. Yes, I was doing that on Wednesday and everyone made fun of me for showing my feet for free on Twitch. And that's not why I'm wearing shoes today. I just have some, my right metatarsals are like a little sad. I don't know why. Probably because I've been walking in these shoes and they're lifting shoes. So they're actually pretty flexible, but I was like, they'll give me a little bit of a foundation and we're just doing RDLs and stuff today. But yeah, I love squats and deadlifts barefoot. I think it feels awesome. I'm a big fan. I cannot also tell you, I know these are just baby little knee push-ups, but I cannot tell you how great it feels to even do simple stuff like this and not have anterior shoulder pain. That is fucking crazy. Anterior and lateral. It was really fucking nasty this time last year. I couldn't even like flick my watch up. You know, when you have like a Fitbit and you go like this to like make the screen light up. So that's crazy and I'll take it. All right. We're pretty warm. I'm looking forward to my breathing settling out. He has gray spots on his ears with bright green eyes. Nimbus is a beautiful name. Yes. Oh, I know, Cash. I know. Well, I told people if they were here for my feet to send me money, that's all I can do. I can just ask for people to be ethical. Oh yeah, and we're gonna hit, I'm gonna hit some of my shoulder PT today, not all of it. Because I don't wanna lay on the floor today here. Yeah, Zenith, yeah, completely agree. Aside from my couple of people, aside from my couple of clients who have like foot issues, which might have been helped previously by training barefoot more, but for some people with arthritis and other, like I have a couple of clients with like crazy inflammatory issues, like tendinopathy issues in their feet. And we basically like can't do like calf raises. I can do like some of my clients, I can have them do like seated band calf work that's really light because obviously it's not full body weight, but I have to do a lot of modifications, but that's really only a couple people. Most of my other clients, I'm always like, get them fucking, kick them little sneakers out. Let's do some deadlifts. It'll be great. Okay, so I'll do my little bear plank, knees on toes, and I'm gonna do side laying heavy isos with the 8 kilogram kettlebell today and see how that feels. Let me see how that, because I don't love these kettlebells. I am gonna get new ones, but I think that'll be okay on my left side. I'm gonna roll my mat back out. I forgot I was doing PT. Bear with me while I do my PT. I have this in. That's why my warm-up is short. See, I did plan things. Even I, someone who writes programming for a living, do sometimes actually plan. That's amazing. Oh yeah. You're gonna fucking put me on streaming? No, I'm not gonna let you. Thank you, Automod. Bots. Everything is bots now. It's very annoying. But yeah, Zenith, I'm completely on board. Like I said today, I'm just like, because I can tell that these puppies are like, ow, don't stand on me too much. Yeah, I'm like, all right, I'll put you in a shoe for a little bit. You'll be all right. You know, I'm somebody who carries a lot of tension in my body, and this is why I haven't been training hard because I'm not recovering well, because I'm tense and busy. I haven't been training hard, so don't mind me while I breathe for a few rounds. And sometimes we hit reckonings with times in our life where we're like, okay, you know, when I was 16 through 30, I could play 5 sports, I could stay out late, you know, I could really hit it hard in ways that not only am I not really physically able to do right now, but don't want to. I don't want to push that hard in that way. I could, but it wouldn't be fun. And a lot of it, I don't think it's like an age thing, really. I think it's a stress thing for me. It's just how much I carry with me all the time, sort of through everything. And, you know, if you don't ever really tap into your parasympathetic nervous system, you don't fucking recover. Oh, okay. So fourth fiddle. I don't mean to like rag on these too much. Also, I bought them. So like, why am I talking shit about the kettlebell? It was like my choice. Before I knew too much about them, because I really liked the ones that we have at my work, which are kind of the classic black cast iron. They're not the competition style like this. And I'm so sorry if I use any incorrect terminology. Like I love kettlebells and I've done some additional training in it, but I am a little new to them. These are like competition shape, but I don't like that the handle is this like polished. So it actually really sticks to your hand. I prefer one that has a little bit of a rough surface so that you don't just, because the whole thing with kettlebells is that you move through them. Like in this, so you want to be able to rotate around and through or send up, and you're not actually almost ever, unless you're using it for like a row or a specific exercise, gripping really tight. I also think for, depending on like your wife's anatomy and build, there are advantages to having like a big surface with a big competition bell like this, where it's big. Like I have small wrists because I'm a small little lady. I'm not that small. There's advantages to having a lot of surface area because it distributes the pressure, but I actually prefer one that's a little bit smaller just for manageability. And I'd also say for things like this with doing like, if I'm trying to do like, you know, kickstand swings, like I already bumped into my calf. This is like quite a bit, and my knee. Haven't done these in a little bit either. This is quite a bit of mass to just maneuver around. There's like a really good brand. I'm sure there's several. There's one that I've used with, there's a coach in Indiana who's amazing. I should shout out Dustin, who does like animal flow and kettlebell flow and juggling and kettlebell training, just like out of his home gym, which is awesome. And he has some that are shaped this way, but they're where you see like this kind of wider handle, but they're a much better texture, both the bell and the handle. I should try to figure out what brand they are. They're great. And if they know who they are and they're watching and they want to sponsor me, they should. But sorry to get completely off topic, but that's a really important question. But yeah, fourth fiddle, hopefully that was helpful. I would say like as much if she, depending on her experience level with them, if you're able to go somewhere, because they're such a pain to have delivered and then try to ship back. That's why I just kept these. I was like, fuck it. I was like, what, I'm fucking spend $60 to fucking return, like whatever. So going and picking them up and really just honoring what feels good for her. There's ones where the bell is covered in like rubberized plastic kind of stuff. So it's just a little different texture as it touches your skin. Kind of depends what she wants to do. If she's going to be doing cleans and snatches, you do want to be like, you know, have one that doesn't like, if you clean it incorrectly, which happens even to people who've done 20,000 cleans, if you clean it incorrectly and it hits you, like let's mitigate impact as much as possible. She can also use wrist guards. I have some somewhere, especially when I did that 2-day course where we were just doing like hella fucking cleans and swings for a million hours. Like no shame ever. We're never here to fucking ego lift, and like there's no reason to have bruised wrists. Like they will build up tolerance over time if you're doing normal amounts, like, you know, 3 sets of 10 or whatever. But if you're doing like a whole fucking weekend or you do regular kettlebell training, get some wrist guards. It's fine. Like it's very helpful. Dustin does juggle. He literally, like, you watch people juggle them. It's incredible. But yeah, fourth fiddle, of course. Mr. K, hello. Oh, sorry, was there another question? I'm sorry, Zenith. Oh yeah. So yes, so talking about so actually I'm I'm having an issue. This is where like, it really depends because more barefoot right now causes too much irritation because I'm already to a point where I'm having some discomfort and irritation. So I have to provide some stability so that there is no pain and there isn't increased irritation so that I can build up strength in ways that are productive, right? So that's the balance with a lot of this, because ultimately, like, yeah, I don't want to be in like a supportive shoe every day of my life for the rest of my life, right? Like we want to prevent that, but sometimes we have flare-ups. Like at every age, you have tendons that get irritated. You know, you walk too much in one pair of shoes, your feet get a little sore. That's kind of where I'm at because I like was increasing my walking for both mental and digestive health and like, you know, stress relief. And I was like, well, I'm going to walk more. And I was just wearing my Nobles, which I love, but these are really, they bend a lot and you actually don't want, again, not trying to generalize, but for the most part, when you're walking or running, you want something with a little more support around like the frontal foot. You don't want something that can just curl in on itself all the time, right? Like just barefoot running is something you have to work up to. And if you're in the stages of working up to something, you need a little more structure as you get stronger and your body is more adapted to those movement patterns. So I do think like it will be something that I do a lot of down the road, but okay, is the music too goofy? Padlock heavy chain to the kettlebell, find a field, train and 100%. You don't think we're gonna take this setup outside when the weather gets nice and our backyard doesn't look like a fucking tree just fell on it like a week ago, even though it was in May, and do some wacky outdoor like run around and shit? I love that. I need to hydrate, thank you. As I'm out here just rambling. This is typical though. I didn't even get, I know I did get started on my PT and then I got distracted. Okay, let me do my PT and I can still talk while I do that. Let's see how this works. I'm usually using a dumbbell. So we're gonna use this 8 kilo. I'm usually doing like, I think I was back up to like 35 pounds for these. But we're gonna do Q-bills and I'm gonna just really gently set it in place. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to switch directions so I can see what's going on. Sorry, my left to right-handedness is stupid. Yeah, I hope this will feel okay. This is my weaker side generally. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out and look at the chat and kind of get this in place. I could do bottoms up with it, but I think that would be too strenuous here. So we're gonna just, see like my left arm, like, I can't hold still, what do you mean? Also Zenith, I feel like your comment is something about, I hate what the internet has done to fitness, and I completely agree, it's very hard. We have a lot of bullshit to fight against. And I'm gonna just generally wait, oh fuck, hold steady, hold steady. This is hard. Don't fucking let these little things, this always surprises me. Hold still, focus, focus. Yeah, but not painful, so we'll take it. A little different when when you're doing a dumbbell, it's a little more in the push. That's a little more in the side to side. Let me get a leopard Squidward. Most of your client base is women. Awesome. I think I'm being weird when I mention it to them. Oh yeah, go with feet. I thought you meant just the fitness industry in general. I think my clients all look at me weird though, and most of my clients are, it's a little bit split actually. I think I have slightly more men than women. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm kind of bro-y. It's not on purpose. Listen, we can make money. I mean, it's true. No shade. I think I'm just gonna do 2 rounds of these because I'm getting distracted and I wanna hit my RDLs before I get even hungrier. I might have to have a cookie in the middle of the stream. That's the thing we do. I like that Lean Beef Patty always has like some gummy candies or something. She's funny. She's like, I needed a little treat. I love her so much. I love the like big creators like that who are super legit. There's a lot of other great ones too, but I don't follow too many really big people who are in the fitness industry. All right. That also feels plenty hard and we're still doing it, yeah. As far as the creepy feet people that make going barefoot very sexual, yes. Yeah, no, Mr. K, do you not, I know you guys are like so wholesome with your family and your like nice stuff. But yeah, like there's feet's like a big thing. Yeah, there's a reason that like, okay, you're probably not on OnlyFans or like Fansly very often, but like there'll be creators who are like not specifically being like, I'm just here to post feet pics. They'll be just like, here's me in my bathing suit, and their feet will be blackbarred if it's like a free post, like just their feet. Everything else will be like, yeah, but it's the feet. I'm telling you, this is like a big thing. Yeah, I'm okay with, I mean, I'm very okay with it. I just, I want to get paid if someone's going to be weird about it. But also, it's sad if people feel like it's weird for, yeah, people should be able to train barefoot. Zenith is right. Free the feet. Oh, my yoga block? Ka-chow. I just have a bunch of these floating around for, they're handy for all sorts of stuff, but it's for like, you know, if you're going to do like, if I'm doing like a forward lunge and you can put one on each side so you don't have to reach all the way to the ground, or you can also like put them under your hips or under your back, or they're for like stabilizing positions or for bringing the ground closer to you if you're trying to do like something that's a deep stretch. Yeah, they're very handy. And I've got some cork ones too, which I really like. I actually prefer them. The cats seem to prefer, oh no, actually there's one of the cork ones is destroyed too. I'm lying. I was gonna say, it looks like the cats prefer the purple one based on their destruction of it, but the cork, they're one of them they dug into. But they're really nice. Okay, one last side leg. Little arm raise guy. And I'm just helping this arm get into position because I'm being really careful about just pushing mechanics with this arm for a bit while it builds up steadiness so I can get back to fucking bench pressing because I really like to bench press. Look how much steadier we are this round too. As I get wobbly. Second round's the money round. That first round's always exploratory. Our nervous system's like, what? What do you mean you want me to do the same shit that I've done 40,000 times? This is new today. Never heard of this. And then second round, your body's like, okay, I got it, yeah. Knew exactly what we were doing. No big deal. I'll just listen to our groovy Nintendo music and just hold this in place. This doesn't feel physically super hard, which is nice. And I'm hoping that I think this is like an okay modification from just like lifting something heavy, that I'm getting a little more of the balance stability work here. I think that'll be okay. I think that's like a decent, I'm planning to hit that one more at the gym because I don't have dumbbells yet, but they'll be coming this year. That'll be fun, especially because we bought another shed. So we're gonna build a shed, which I said this time last year, and then was like, the foundation probably doesn't have to be like perfect, right? It'll be okay. Wrong, which makes sense, all right? I get it. Gonna blame that one on the part of my ADHD brain that's like overconfident in weird ways. But this time we're gonna do it right. And we also got it from Costco, so we can call them and be like, help us, Costco, help. So I'll actually be able to move all the stuff out of here that I'd like to move out of here so that I can, have more stuff. All right, here's my circuit today. RDLs, pistol crunches on bench, which I'll show you what those are. They're probably called something else at other places. I just like them. And then slow ass kettlebell goblet squats because I don't have very heavy kettlebells. I'll be a little, because I was literally just like this for like 35 minutes while I was troubleshooting stuff and my knees were like, why? What are we doing down here? You know that we're hot. Oh, my t-shirt. It says the Jinx and Dayla Holiday Show because it's basically still Christmas. And I was lucky enough in a former life to backup dance on the same stage for Jinx Monsoon, who was in my club going group when I did some BioQueen drag. You just got it, Mr. K. Fucking good day. That's a good fucking day. Get a Costco membership. That's a real treat. You want to go to Costco together? I'm down for a friend outing at Costco. Good shit. I'm the whitest person you'll ever meet, but I love Costco, all right? And Trader Joe's. Make fun of me if you want. It's very deserved. People like, dude, yes. Oh, yes. There's a lot. Are we still talking about feet? Yeah. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, we know. And everyone's got their thing. And I think realistically, pretty harmless. You know, feet, if you want to, yeah. If someone was like, can I give you money to let me massage your feet? I'd be like, yeah. Or like, buy your socks. Okay. Sure. If you're polite about it, and don't irritate me, which is a fine line. Anyone who knows me knows it's, why am I so bad? I need to number these. I like can't. Kind of. I think I'm gonna put the Dave the Diver music on. This music's cute, but it keeps distracting me. But we tried it. That will be the other thing that I do is get together a couple playlists. But again, I will also figure out, there's that thing where you can have copyrighted music go to the stream, but not to the VOD, so you don't get tagged, you get DMCA striked. And I just didn't do it yet, but I will. And then the patrons can join the jam and make me listen to funny shit. It'll be great. We're not jamming to Skyrim. I would 100% put some Oblivion music on though. 100%. Okay. Let me put my mat away. Leave my shoes on. Again, I like doing my deadlifts barefoot. You can also do them in socks, like it's not bare feet. Okay, Final Fantasy music. Oh, send me some of that. Please send me shit. You won't be able to post links here, but send me ideas in the chat or send them to me on Discord. I'll take them. All right, I think I've got us on 3 sets of 10 for RDLs. We're gonna keep it really light. I'll do a warm-up set. I'll do my pistol crunches, and I will do my slow-ass goblet squats and see how they feel. Again, that first round will be exploratory. I'll probably use this bench because it's a little sturdier and I will be moving around. Let's see, trying to figure out where. I think I'll do them here and my legs will be away from you all so I don't flash everybody. And I'm gonna put my very handy dandy professional towel over the sticky part of this bench. So it doesn't get sticky duct tape goo in my hair. Claire Obscura has probably got amazing music. Let me just hit a couple of these to warm up. Again, with our lovely little bar. Make sure we're feeling good. RDLs are one of my favorite things to do, especially a little light. I'm really ultimately like a conventional deadlift gal, but these are nice. I just like the feedback you get from them. And if you're hitting that pull just right, your core will be so fucking smoked the next day. And one thing, speaking of pull, one thing that really helped me with my RDLs actually was taking a beginner pull class and doing the sexy bananas, which is where you stand up on your toes and you do this and you practice like leaning back into pole position, and you have to like push that low back up because it's just, you want to be creating like nice tension away from the pole. And I have a little bit of a low back arch. A lot of, let's see, uterus having people have a little bit more of a frontal pelvic tilt a little forward. So we have a little more arch, and really engaging and bringing this in a way where I'm then not like over accentuating the other way, but really engaging so we don't have any strain on the low back when we're doing RDLs. Pull class really helps. So, and don't think I wouldn't put a pull in here. I would. Okay, based on how we're feeling, I don't have a ton of, I'm gonna go up to 95, which will feel heavy, but for 8, I think should be okay. If it feels too spicy, I'll take it back down, but they're feeling good today. Not crazy. Again, this is not being my gym while I do impressive physical feats. This is welcome to the gym where we work out like people who have limitations, because there are so many awesome people online who do not seem to have anything ever slow them down. But the only thing I'll be mindful of is I did just come off of my cycle. Not that that's affecting my energy, but that my low back tends to get a little bit sore from that, just like come from existing. And we were on our feet for a long time yesterday. So if these feel too much, they feel like too much, we'll back them off. Not a big deal. Let me grab a sip of water. I like picturing you rocking out to Final Fantasy Tailspin. And Mr. K, if you join the Patreon, and I have the jam for Spotify up, you can put some Skyrim music on. What am I gonna do to stop you? Skip it. All right. This bar is so nice and new. We're gonna lock in. Sorry if that was a gross sound with my sinuses. Oh yeah, greasy. That's a combination of groovy and easy. Nice. Challenging, but not impossible. Yeah, join the Patreon. Fuck with my music. Just the bar is 45. Yeah. So I added 50. That math is right, right? Otherwise I've been doing it wrong for like 3 years, which is always exciting. I do fuck it up sometimes. I've PR'd accidentally. Okay. This way. Pistol crunches 8 per side. Oh shit, I have 10 for my RDLs. I already forgot. I did 8. It's fine. I think that's actually probably a good amount at that weight. And I'm gonna take this one ring off because it feels good. I think that 65 will feel way too light. I might drop down, do a drop set for my last set. I have a feeling. Okay, pistol crunch. 1 foot by 1 knee. We're gonna hold on to the bench. We're gonna go up. Ooh, with a little more control than that. Just a good modification from regular leg lifts on the bench, and do a little more upper ab. I like that they require a lot of control. Keeps you focused. Let me take a little rest between sides, just a smidge. See how that other side feels. Ooh, they get hard. Okay. Yeah, it feels like enough work. Oh yes. highly recommend if you need a core variation. It's more challenging. Those are spicy. And you can take a longer rest between sets than I did. Okay, I'm gonna use this 12 kilogram for 10 goblet squats, just going as low as I feel comfortable with how my knees are being today. Yeah, and then I moved everything around 60 times. Probably just gonna be going down to about 90. We'll see, and a little bit of a wide stance. I'll go slower. I can hear that little popcorn sound in my knees. You probably can't. Having a human body is exciting. It changes so much all the time, just when you think you figured it out. Genuinely feels like plenty of work. Also, I forgot to shut the door. Fortunately, no kitties bothered me. I need to be better about that. Don't want any little kitties surprising me when I'm doing deadlifts. Okay, set one. Whew, how are we feeling about that? I'm feeling sweaty. There's a deep breath, good. Like I said, I know a lot of that's just, it's like a weird anxiety thing. It's very odd. I can't control it, it just happens. That's why a lot of my PT is breathing. It's just breathing and hanging out. We can probably do 10 of these. We'll be all right. Taliscan, what else are you doing this weekend? Someone update me on their fun things. Also, thank you everybody who's followed today. And everybody, please make sure. Let me give a proper shout out to Celtsy again. Thank you everyone who came over with Celtsy as well. Appreciate you all so much. I seriously can't wait to see what those workouts are like. Every day of the week at 5 is amazing too. Like just that alone, I just like admire the consistency and dedication so much. And I am definitely not that person. Not yet, at least. Consistent in other ways, but whew. Can you imagine me being like, yeah, every day at 5? Everyone would be like, no, you're crazy. You're like, I'll be there on time once. Yes, good shit. Okay. Set 2. Do you feel like we'll be okay for 10? It'll be hard, but not too bad. And I am trying to, yeah, really push back in. I'm not worried about going too low. We're just feeling with what we got, trying to build back up that rear kinetic chain a little bit, give my knees some nice stability, hopefully not agitate them too much back to back. Oh, I just heard something fun. I'll be right there. Sorry. Thank you to whoever that was. I heard a thing. Top Gear is cool. Yes, thank you so much for joining the United Queendom. So glad to have you. Please make yourself at home. I love Top Gear and Clarkson's Farm so much. Good shit. Working out, good. I'll get more of that to you today. Rest and relaxation. Don't worry about work for as long as you possibly can. That is truly a blessing. Wait, what? Emily tried to kill you the other night. What? Oh, Staying up late and dying. Yes, I got it. What game were you guys playing? I can't remember. What game? Tell me. Okay. 8 per side here, nice and spicy. I'm really not trying to use too much momentum. Just use control on the way up and especially on the way down. And I'm not trying to go too low with the leg either because I don't actually want to overstrain my low back because she's a little sensitive and that's all right. Just a little bit, not too bad. Way better than it used to be. Some of it's just anatomical and lifestyle. You know, it's not like something I've done wrong. It's like I sit and game a lot. You know, I have a standing desk. I also use that. Then I'm also on my feet a lot. So, you know, it's not all bad things. Some of it's just like, we're busy. Okay. Just had that moment of like, am I doing the same side twice? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Probably. That's hilarious. I'll switch my right through just to be fun. You think your brain would work, but then it just doesn't. These are hard in such a specific way. Here. Oh, Jesus. Feels good though. We like it. Okay, squats. Caverns of the Snow Witch. Choose your own adventure. Up until 6 a.m. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. 6 a.m. For fuck's sake. I can't remember the last time I did that. I think I was stunned and shocked the last time I stayed up until 2. It's a rare and strange thing. Well, that's a fun reason to stay up all night though. I like it. Momentum is sometimes fun. All right. 10. Nice and slow. Just think them through. See, I'm a little shaky. Was I playing the end of Dave the Diver? God damn it. Oh no, it's just an original soundtrack. That's fine, that's nice. I must have been partway through the other one. This is good, this is good. It was just different. Some of that shakiness is like just normal, like I'm using my muscles and doing that on purpose, but some of it is very interlinked with stress. It feels good today, like it feels normal, but for a while when I started noticing that something was like wrong, didn't really have energy to work out, didn't feel tired. Sometimes I did, but didn't feel like that. Just felt like I didn't have the push to lift. Like it sounded really not good. And usually it does sound good, and that was very unusual because I like to lift, obviously, I would hope. But what I noticed was, Grace Yoga. Oh, hey, yoga, but yay. Welcome on in. I'm QueenB3atrix. I'm a full-time personal trainer, online and in person, nutrition coach with a food science technology degree, recovering alcoholic, gamer, cat mom, dad mom, dog mom. Also dad mom. Sorry, I'm already like this. And then as soon as I get some endorphins, I'm just a hot mess. Thank you so much for following. I fucking love yoga and would love to hear more about what you do as well. Get in here. I don't know. I think I am. Actually, I think dad mom is my energy, so that I told on myself. But I started to notice that like I was like, okay, I don't feel good, something's wrong. So I'm gonna just like do yoga. Or I'm gonna just like do simple stuff, like I'm gonna do plank for 30 seconds. And I would get into plank and like 4 or 5 seconds in, my whole body would be shaking. And I was like, okay, well that seems weird. Like if you could hold a plank pretty comfortably for like 90 seconds and then all of a sudden you go for 5 seconds and your whole body's acting like it's been a minute and a half plus, something's not right. So because all of my blood work is, you know, when you're like, okay, I feel bad, things are wrong, and then you go to the doctor and they're like, all your blood work's perfect. And you're like, well, so what is it? Like, what fucking test do we do? God damn it. And they're like, well, nothing, because everything seems fine. So I was dealing with a lot of that, and I really do think that it's just stress and tension. So I just share this stuff because I think it's a lot more common. It's a lot more common than people realize, and especially if you get a lot of your fitness and health advice from the internet, which can be a great place to get it, but it's so fucking curated. And that's partly why I'm proud to have scruffy, weird, not sexy fitness clothes on. We're gonna try out some weird shit. And also I'm trying to always be as authentic and real with everybody as possible because we get so much that is just glamorized. What's happening on the internet? Glamorized as hell. Hold on. We went on an adventure and I didn't realize it. There we go. That'll get us a good hour and then I'll be done. Everything is so glamorized. Shit, now I can't see chat. I'm doing great. I'm a professional. And it's very easy to be like, okay, look at these people working out 5 or 6 days a week. And like, they're just, they're doing it. They're lifting heavy or they're like running a lot. And it's like, this is what I do for my job. Like, and I have a lot of time. I have a lot of time to recover and I have a lot of time to get food and to sleep in theory and all those things. And I was really trying to do everything as right as I could. And I don't deal with fucking half of the obstacles that most people deal with their job demands, their family demands, health demands even. And like, again, just rambling because like, it's okay to be like, oh, I don't think I'm all right. And it might take a slightly different approach. Like if medically nothing's wrong, then you gotta dig into some other shit. And a lot of that's, how the mental things and the physical things really intertwine. So give yourself lots of room to be understanding of that. And, for me, like with my job, the fucking imposter syndrome is real. Like being injured for all of last year, not being able to train consistently, feeling burnt out when I felt like I wasn't doing as much as the people around me. Like those things are really, really hard. And when you're someone like me, who's, obviously very ADHD and deals with plenty of insecurity and self-esteem and confidence things just like anyone else does and like tries to work through that every day, it's like it really can stack. And then you'll just kind of like carry stress and worry with you in ways that physically really can catch up. So I'm just dealing with I'm 38, I'm dealing with a lifelong, like unmedicated, just like fucking out here, obviously trying to self-medicate in my past life. And, nowadays trying to figure out what the balance is for like THC and like, psychedelics for mental health support in like, controlled, good settings and all that. And it's, and also like, antidepressants and anxiety meds and all the things. Like, what's the balance? Not currently on any antidepressants. Tried that this year and made me feel weird, as I think they often do. So just be nice to yourself. And if your body's talking to you, listen, I think, and honor it, and back off when you need to. There we get in. I am sure 10,000% that you are so not an imposter in anything that you do. And I don't know you that well yet, but I fucking know. And my gut has not been wrong yet. So trust me and be proud of yourself for everything you do. And also like, there's so many fucking people out here in charge of shit who just like suck at it and are like, I'm amazing. And I'm like, what? Bullshit. I'm good at shit and I'm out here like, I'm terrible. Nobody should pay me to do anything. No, like no, we gotta take our power back. This is an act of feminism and usurping the powers that be by being like, I'm not a fucking imposter. You're a fucking imposter. People in charge who suck at being in charge. Some people are gonna be in charge. Most of them are bad at it. And they just don't fucking get it at all. So they don't have any fucking shame. And we're out here being like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just exist in a state of apologizing. No. This is the year therapy kit and towel scan. Everybody else, we're gonna take it back. No more imposter syndrome. We're doing great. We're fucking alive. We're here. We're working out. We're just trying our best like half of the time. That's 50% is pretty good. That's great. I love that. All right, last set. And then I have some wall sits and some deep breathing. What else do I have? Let's take it back. Oh, landmine. Yay. I love the landmine. Okay. Let's take back. Yes, burn it down, therapy kitten. Ah, yes. Ah, these are the all caps I want to see. That'll get you fired up for some lifts. All right, last side. Let's go. Yeah. Keeping it to 8 because I can tell that I'm already going a little harder than I had planned today, and I like it, but also let's be reasonable. That's plenty of time under tension for that load, yay. But those feel good. Also, Mr. K, earlier conversation where you said, but I have this thing called knee pain. You know what's great for knee pain for most people? Do stuff that doesn't require a lot of knee bend. Do some glute work, do some glute bridges, do some RDLs, do some hamstring curls, do some banded side steps, or things that require very little deep knee bend with downward force. Isometric holds. I'm doing some wall sits today. If you can get into that position and it doesn't hurt to be in that position and hold it, you can build up quad strength, you know? This is not unilateral. Again, case by case, if any of those things I mentioned do still cause pain, we don't do them. We find things that don't. But we never focus on the things we can't do. We focus on the things we can that will build us back towards the other things we want to for daily function and also for athletic goals, et cetera, et cetera. But those things help stabilize and support your knee and your functions there. We love that. So you don't have to just say, we don't have to just load up the quads and bend the knees and do a bunch of squats if our knees hurt and don't like it. Like I was saying earlier, I would love to be doing these barefoot today. My feet are a little bit reactive, so we got a shoe on. We regress, we take it back. Regress in the good way, not in the like, I'm regressing back to my childhood and gonna, I don't know, punch somebody, whatever. We regress in a healthy, controlled way to something that is pain-free, that is still helping us build up strength and consistency and get us good, feel good hormones and, you know, mental emotions from training or whatever. Like you get all those endorphins and feel good stuff, get a little sweat going, get some blood flow. Blood flow is great. There are lots of things you can do to help with like tendon adaptation. Tendons and ligaments love like time under tension. So that's where iso holds come in. Long, slow lifts and things, and stuff that isn't explosive and dynamic that can cause more inflammation and irritation as it heals. Like we just find what works and find what works with our schedule and our space and where we're at. Don't ever fret about the things you can't do. There's fucking a million things any of us can't do, but there's fucking 10 million things we can. Always. Therapy kittens a baby, no. United Queendom, we officially are parents. We did it. This community had a baby. I'm so proud of us. All right, I'm gonna remember which leg I do this time. Please don't make fun of me too much, just a little bit, you know. There's a limit. You have to know me really well if you're gonna come and chat and be like, you dumb bitch, you already did that side. If you're new, I might take it personally. You can still try it though, it might be funny. If it's funny, I'll let it fly. And I'm 100% just doing these because I like a good core challenge thing sometimes. They're not specifically for my shoulder or my knees. They're just fun and I like them and they're hard and I like doing things that are challenging. You thought I was gonna say I like doing things that are hard, didn't you? You fucking pervs. Love you. I'm sure all the coaches out there are like, she's still talking, it's not hard enough. More challenging. No, I promise they're hard enough, don't worry. I'm also a big fan of like a little 10-second gym nap. Yeah. Yeah. Good, done with those, that's great. Get out of here, towel bench. We don't need you anymore. Towel scan, same, but together, we will find somebody else more capable of raising this child. Just kidding, therapy kitten. We'll visit you on weekends. Ka-cha. Jesus. These are going to be off the rails every time, and I like it. It's not just for the gaming streams. We can get goofy in the gym too. This kettlebell is my baby right now. That's all I'm thinking about. Holding it like a little melon baby. I lost count. I think that's 7. It'll be close enough. Fourth fiddle gets it. Indeed. This village. We got you, therapy kitten. You're the best damn baby in this whole world. Queendom baby. Gonna rise you up a menace. With good taste in food and games, which I'm sure you already have. So you're already set. Best baby on the planet. I didn't go that slow. I don't have something heavier. And because my knees are a little irritated, so when I'm programming for, let's say I do actually have quite a few clients who don't have like a ton of pain points, right? Like I'm gonna this is like pretty rehabby for me. This is like slightly more fun rehab because there's barbell in it. But barbell can be part of rehab. And barbell rehab is also a great continuing education program. So check that out. So it literally can be a thing. But I'm doing like, it was okay, it was good, it was slow. Could be, I could really milk it, but it felt hard enough. So I'm like, we're good. But I like to, for most people, it's like we think about having, like I had my heavy box squats earlier this week. And then we think about having like maybe a narrower stance or like, I have heel lifts too. I'm just fucking spaced out. I'll use those next time. Do something that's a little more full range of motion where, don't worry if you get like the butt wink. Squidward, I'm waiting for your reply on that. If you get the little bit of like the dip under, right? That's a range of motion that we use throughout our life. So like if we're dipping under, especially for a lighter weight, if we're comfortable in like a full range of motion like that, it's really good for you to like access full range of motion. So like, don't stress about it. Dibs on being the cowboy. Explain. So, okay, you all get to just stare at my ass. That's gonna be exciting. And I'll watch the camera so I can show you when it happens because it's a little hard to feel. So, when I come to, let's see, when it starts to happen, I have decent range of motion right there. Do you see how I start to dip under and then as I come down, my tailbone tucks underneath? So, I'm sorry, yes, I know. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but what's happening is that my lumbar spine is starting to shift. So it's kind of shifting, it shifts where like the force of weight is moving. So this is like a full squat, like being able to squat down to the ground like this, very, very good for you. But you can see how much curve we have like my low back to get my, my coccyx down underneath so much. So if I'm wanting to load up really heavy, and I'm sorry that this is a very, very rudimentary explanation of this. And again, like I'm, still learning and growing in a lot of this expertise and explanation. But we think when we want to be really loaded up heavy for a back squat or a front squat or a goblet squat, that we're usually coming down. Sorry, I'm watching. Right about here for me is where we start to, just before we start to dip under. Do you see that? Dip under. Oh, I'm just fucking asking for some of this at gym stuff is pervy. I don't know what to fucking tell you. But where you see that start to wink underneath, it means that we're getting just a lot of lumbar spine adaptation and compensation instead of just loading out my quads. It's like, I don't need to go any lower because we're starting to shift into my body this way. Instead of being loaded down this way, it starts to be kind of under and around. Does that make sense? Again, it's still really good to squat down this low underweight. It just shifts what's getting the focus of the weight. I've said the same thing 6 times. And feel free to clip it if you want. I'm fucking here. I know what's happening. Let's get the landmine set up, you filthy animals. All right. Yeah, it's called a butt wink. I know, it's very silly. All right, and shout out to my coworker Andrew, who I 100% will force to come in here sometime to be a guest star, who's amazing. He's really funny. He's just what I would call, he's a little more on the introverted spectrum, which means he's really fucking funny, because all my introverted friends are the fucking funniest ones. I will see. This is why we need a shed, because I'm just playing like Tetris of the stuff. so that I have room to be on camera and show you what's going on. I know, I said coccyx too. Ah, Squidward, come on, get in the game. All right, I think that should be okay. Yes, so wall sits, landmines, and then I will fucking get out of your hair. I'm sure you're sick of me. I'll do my breathing and chat. How long have I been on? Hour and 15 minutes, that's not too bad. It's great. I'm doing this a lot. Squid, come on, get in the game. All right, let me check and see where all my bands are. If they're in the car, I'll just do a regular wall sit. I don't want to run out of the car. I think I have some in here. No. Oh, and look, I do have my like fancy, for when we get crazy, I have my red straps for when we're doing deadlifts. I feel like deadlifts are the only thing that I could do really heavy safely by myself. Just conventionals, right? Because I can just set them down. Like I'm not gonna do heavy ass bench press here by myself. All right, so I don't have like a regular mini band. So I'm gonna jury rig something else, which you do in times of need. You just make it fucking work. You just make it work. Because I just need a little outward tension. And then we get to penguin walk. Just need a little outward tension. Step one, tires off. I'm really, I'm not making this any better, am I? I'm sorry, my chat box is in front of my face, but that's fine. And I can't see the time because of my, I could actually if my water bottle wasn't in the way, so we're just gonna hang out until it sucks. Classic isometric, just like kind of take it to failure, it's fine. And this, having the band just means we work a little more, like I can feel it glute med pretty well. Someone can count and tell me how long this was and be like, it was only 15 seconds, weak. Isometric squat indeed. I'm sorry, I can't read your name because it's blue and I have my glasses on, but I still can't see. I'll be right there. What allegations about exercise being pervy? Yeah. Ooh, I'm fine. Life is good. Okay. I got a couple more seconds. You know, go until you're like, yeah, that's enough. I feel good. Like right about there. That feels like plenty. Yeah, shimmy out. See, look at that. I made a mini band. 7J Gaming. Wow. I think I have 30 seconds, 45 seconds. I'll use my phone next time. I'll use technology. About a minute, that's pretty good. Wait, who were the happy seal? Oh yeah, happy seal. Yay. I do, you know, in video games, usually just murdering stuff and being aggressive. But I still sometimes go, ee, look at you, and get excited and make little cute noises, like a nice little person, it happens. Okay, 3 times 10 per side, because I'm just gonna do the bar. I love the landmine so much, you'll see lots of landmine. It's gonna be nice and easy on my right. I mean, it'll still feel like work. Nice and fluid. This stuff is great for a lot of my clients who have shoulder issues. Shit, was that 4? I lost count. I need to focus. I think that's 5. Shoulder issues usually mean that we have to back off on pushing. So this is a way that you can sneak in a pushing mechanic with a nice angle with some support. I'll talk about this a lot because I'm a firm believer in the landmine for a lot of things. Sometimes this bar is too heavy. So there's the half weight bars. I think they're called women's bars, which I have some issues with, but that's what they're fucking called. So there we go. It is, I like it. So it's very helpful. But this feels like completely fine on an arm that can't really do bench press safely right now. Like 0 pain, not even a whisper. And I can't tell you how many clients I have who can't do bench press and struggle with shoulder issues where this feels completely fine. Not too many calisthenics today. I did some twitchy jumping jacks earlier to warm up. I do like calisthenics though. Yeah, okay, it's good. Yes. 7J, I hope you're having a good day too. I just have 3 sets of these. I'm just gonna bop back and forth. And I will grab my phone and actually time, because I'm supposed to be doing 45 seconds. 45 seconds to a minute will be perfect. And that's weird that I was like, kind of right in there. Sometimes you guess right, you know? You're like, yeah, that should feel hard. Taliscan knows, Taliscan gets programming from me, and I'm just like, I think that's gonna be a good amount. I do it with my clients in person too. I'm like, you know, there's only so much I can anticipate. So I'm often just like, I try to always underestimate, but I wanna give people a good challenge. Yes, Taliscan's got landmines too. Landmines are fun. Someday when I'm able to do a little more with them and we have a little more space in here, because I can already tell just with the length of the bar that some things will be tricky. But I will show you all some other cool stuff with it. And with kettlebells too, once I get some sets that I actually can do some stuff with. I mean, these fucking never stop being hard. Also, if like this is too easy, you can grab a weight. You can grab a weight, you can go single leg. Okay, I think I can do 60 seconds, and I probably should since I'm already feeling like fired up. And Marlon and I are getting sushi tonight for our anniversary, so dating anniversary. We do dating and wedding just because it's fun. We like excuses to celebrate each other. We're gonna eat a bunch of sushi, so I'll get a lot of protein and carbs and good fermented foods. I know, therapy kitten W. Hell yeah. Yeah. Oops, that was over a minute. I got distracted. Okay, that's fine. Second round's the money round. You're always feeling better. Let me grab a drink and then I'll do my landmines. Yay! More time under tension. I know what I can do. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. Sorry, VOD. Just put the chat over here and it won't just like block my face half the time. Could have done that earlier, just like didn't. But yeah, we're almost done. Hope everybody's getting ready for a groovy weekend. Tell me your New Year's Eve plans if you've got them. While I finish out these. They just feel really good to do. It's really nice. And it's still plenty of work on that right side. But a lot of people with landmine, you'll see do like extremely explosive dynamic movements with them too. I'm just not quite in a position to do some of that, but because it's got a fixed endpoint, it's pretty safe for a lot of things. And you can go really heavy. The shoulder's got a little pop. No pain, and it's not too crunchy. It's just a smidge. I'm being mindful of it though. I don't usually like to have that pop. If I shorten up on the range of motion, it's not too bad. This arm went to school this year. Basically had to relearn how to function properly. All right, that line of motion, you probably can't even really see the adjustment I made. Maybe you can a little bit, but I wasn't going quite as deep and I went just like slightly angled out away. This is the stuff that like, if right here is popping, maybe right here doesn't. So, and if right here pops, maybe right here doesn't. And we work within what we got. Gosh, not having plans is my favorite kind of plans, and you know that. That's key. That's it. We had plans. There is another New Year's Eve party we got invited to that I had previously turned down because we had accepted an invite to another one that got canceled for very valid reasons, as they all are. You know, you don't ever have to. You can also just be like, I don't want to do it. That's also fine. But I'm trying to now. You know, when you get that thing where you're like, oh, now I don't have anything I have to do, and that's like a really nice feeling. I try to really listen to that if I'm like, oh, you might need like an actual night off. But I'll think about it because I really, really, really love the friends I love both groups of friends who invited us. We have great local friends too. I'm excited to introduce you all to more of them because I can't bring as many of them on for stream, but I can definitely bring them into the gym. 110%. All right, last wall set. Yeah, it's been like an hour and a half almost. Pretty good. If I keep these 45-minute workouts into under 2-hour streams, I'm doing great with how much I talk and get distracted. And also I want to stop and interact with people who have questions. And when we get awesome raids from people, expand the community, find more fitness inclined nerds, because we're all nerds about something, you know? These are really hard. I'm just trying to distract myself. Also, thank you everybody who was at the cooking stream yesterday. I know that our fall gingerbread house was like very dorky, but I loved it so much, and I think the pictures turned out really cute. And for just kind of doing it on a wing and a prayer, I think we did great. I am not I'm not a competitive baker. I'm just a child. I'm just a regressed baby, just like therapy kitten. We can't be expected to make perfect gingerbread houses. Ah! All right, that's a minute. That bird's real good, for the record. Also, I'm serious, like, repurpose bands. Tie knots in them. It's all right. Love you, Taliscan. You're welcome. I love you so much. Yay. This is good though, right? This is good. To be like, hey, look, that bitch ass who keeps making me do hard stuff makes herself do hard stuff. We're out here. You're like, yeah, you fucking deserve it, dick. All right, last set here. And then we'll breathe. And then we'll raid. If someone isn't on that we definitely need to show some love to, I know I raided out to a couple big accounts recently because I wanted to say hi to Scotty K Fitness and to Fallout for Hope. I stopped counting, that's fine. So last set, we can just do whatever we want. If someone we know isn't on, because I know this week is kind of weird, I would be very down to find somebody else in the health and fitness category who seems like someone we want to get to know, expand the group. If someone wants to look around a little bit, because we'll be done in about, with me talking, I would say 10, 15 minutes. It's funny because now it's my elbow that's popping, which makes sense because we're transferring force through the arm, through the elbow. That's better. And you can see it's hard, but not painful. And those last like 5, no popping, no clicking. Those aren't painful, so a lot of people work through them, but I typically recommend that you don't, because if a pattern of movement currently causes popping or clicking or something that's not optimal, why would we want to reinforce that as our pattern? So again, good that it doesn't cause pain, not that it's going to cause an issue, but create stability in an area where you have good function. Fourth fiddle, yay! Thanks for making it official. You're amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Love talking to you today. Hopefully you will be back. Join us for some gaming shenanigans too. Oh yeah, I'll be on for 12 hours tomorrow if anyone wants to come see what that's like. In the office, gaming. It's gonna be great. Let me get my mat out, but again, something to think about with popping and clicking. Sometimes it is basically unavoidable and we still want to train a pattern. Like if you cannot find a way to train like a pressing mechanic at all without some popping or clicking, there's usually some way, but like if we fucking know for some medical reason, especially that you need some like loaded spine work and we like should do a form of overhead press and we have some popping and clicking that's not painful, there's a reason to do stuff like that. But someone like, if you're in kind of like my category where you've just got some stuff you're working on, especially if you're rehabbing an injury, let's try to set you up with a pattern that's like good. Just makes you, brings less doubt as well. All right, I'm gonna do my weird breathing. Won't have another recommendation for 2 hours, okay. Are you gonna be on, Cash? Somebody please give Cash a shout out. Okay, this will just take like a minute. I'll do my side laying ones first. So it has come to my attention recently. You'd think I would have figured this out at some point, but I needed a physical therapist to tell me that my ribs are really, really tight and that it's probably contributing to some of my GI stuff, as well as some of my neck, shoulder, hip, and knee tension, because your ribs and spine are right there. in the middle of everything. And I'm also just like a tense person. She goes hard in the wrong ways. So we're doing some nice breathing stuff, and this is a good way to cool down too. Just feels legitimately so nice today. Oh, and I've got the ball on like the mid ribs, not on my obliques. And this is just a little Pilates ball. You can also use it for like, you know, you can do like glute bridges with a little like Pilates ball, bloop, bloop, whatever. Keep your knees in the right spot and create a little inward force. Great for the adductors, the innies. Anybody who's, oh man, there's just like one really, really random anime that has like an abduction joke. I promise it's funny. And so I will never like forget abductors and adductors because of abduction. And we're going in through the nose and out through the mouth, nice and gentle. And I'm trying to breathe up. And my stomach just like growled so much. It's weird how much this stuff does. It's like you can feel it in your intestines in a good way. Because everything is connected. Everything we think, how we move, where we go, what we eat, how we sleep, how we relax, how our chemistry functions, all that stuff. Everything we do, it matters. It matters. Okay, nice. Well, everybody please go follow Cash. Do that. All right, let me lay on my little ball and then I'll do my rib breathing and then we'll be out of here. Good stuff. I haven't eaten for a while, so this actually feels good. You can really tell if you've eaten within like even an hour. And this might be too much for, well, definitely for me some days, especially if you're prone to having some like gassiness, like if you have like kind of gassy digestive system and get gas pressure in pockets, this might be too much, but there's nicer, gentler ways to do it too. Like I can tell today stuff's a little sensitive, but it still feels productive. So I'm tolerating like, I don't know, like a 2 out of 10, maybe a 3 discomfort, because I also know it's very short term and I'm not actively moving around. So it's like, my intestines are a little like, put pressure on me, meh. We're squishy. We just ate gingerbread yesterday, meh. But feels okay. It does matter. You matter. We matter. Okay. Just 5 per side, gently. Oh yeah, I can tell. Some of this also is just abdominal soreness too from doing core work, but oh yeah. So one of the things that when I went to the PT, this hip was really tight. It's funny because now this is the tight one, and Jackie had me in like deep hip flexion and pressed down kind of right above the front of my pelvis, and it hurt here. So you can't really see, but it hurt like, you know, 3 or 4 inches above, like up in my, felt like under my diaphragm. So I had this like big pain referral, and I really do think it's because I just carry a lot of tension in my torso. So I'm just saying, if you have gas and digestive issues that are like otherwise, like I don't have a noted medical issue. Everyone's like, yeah, you do. You know what I mean? Like I've had a fucking colonoscopy. I've done all of that stuff. There isn't like a specific issue. There isn't an allergy. Just don't underestimate what stress and tension might be doing. And I am taking a break from my birth control, which will be a fucking roller coaster, I can only assume. But I like roller coasters, so as long as everybody's aware. Also, what a funny time to come into stream. Hi, anybody, if you're new. We're just breathing and talking. You know, human stuff. This side's way less sensitive. And I'm still being gentle, right? But I'm like under the rib cage with pretty short nails. Okay, I think I just did 4 per side. That's all right. All right. The inaugural, necessary, every workout, lay on the floor and breathe for 30 seconds at least. Very important. Also just good for being like, yeah, body, we're gonna go back to normal stuff now. And I think is an interesting reminder of how much control we can tap into over our energy level and our sense of fight or flight or anxiety. You know, it really, really varies. Not to say that it's like a choice or anything like that. Like, don't get me wrong, but I just know for myself, like, I'll get drowsy in the afternoon. And if I can just kind of get it together to, you know, depending on the day and depending on the need, if I go for a walk or do a little bit of movement, dance a little bit or whatever, you know, your body will rise to the occasion in the same way that you can settle and calm and lay down. Like, you know, you don't have to be worried about setting a timer and breathing for 5 minutes. Like, you know, what's the worst case scenario? You fall asleep for 5 minutes. You will also then, you know, wiggle those fingers and toes and you'll bring energy back. It'll come back. You'll wake back up. Egg therapy. I did eat a lot of deviled eggs yesterday because those deviled eggs were the best thing that we made. The light in me sees and acknowledges the light in you. Namaste. Namaste, Queendom. Good work. Let me give some quick shout out. Thank yous. Everybody, please make sure you're following Celty. I am so excited to check all that out. Such a nice raid. Whiskey Tango Fox, At the Risk, thank you for joining. Hud Sky, Zenith Blaze, Gudatal, Top Gear is Cool, Grace Yoga, and Fourth Fiddle, welcome to the United Queendom. Also, Mr. K, thank you for the hydrate. And Red Sir, thank you for watching so many streams. Check out the YouTube. I need to make a link for my work YouTube. My workout one, I guess. It's not for me, it's mine. It's yes, stock the Cash Johnson, please. These VODs go up on the Royal Decree Wellness YouTube, which I don't have a link for. It is just Royal Decree Wellness. I know that's a mouthful. I'll probably rebrand at some point. I know I'm mentioning that now, so you all know it's coming, but I do really like that. I like the name, and it's branded with QueenB3atrix, but QueenB3atrix is what's on the move. So we, you know, we fucking grab onto the life raft that's going ashore. Fourth Fiddle, thank you so much for being here. Fun day complete. I know, and it's like I said, Marla and I are gonna go get some sushi here in a little bit. Taliscan, I'm gonna get you some more workouts. I've now worked out twice this week. You can too. If I can do it with where my brain and body have been at, I promise you can do it. So good work, us. Let me check. I'll be barely off camera for just a second. You can just look at my cool Kill Crew shorts while I figure out where we're going. And I'm proud of all of us for being here. Good job, family. Good job, family. All right. Who we got? Who's on? Mango Moonbeam has been streaming so much. We should probably do that. That'd be great. Let's go say hi to Mango Moonbeam playing Peak. I'm just gonna switch over, make sure that she's still going for a little bit. Looks like it. We love Mango Moonbeam. Let's do that. Unless somebody found someone in health and fitness that they really want to go see. We'll go say hi to Mango. Yeah, we'll catch, I will be hopefully on like 2 days a week doing this. So we'll catch, I really like the idea of finding some more health and fitness people though. We'll do that too. Okay. Join us tonight in the Discord if you are a Fallout fan and want to watch or rewatch episode 2 of season 2. We'll be doing a watch party tonight every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. EST. I will be on at 8 a.m. tomorrow until 8:15 p.m. Including a raid into the Plague Pals at 6 p.m. So don't worry about that. 8 a.m. to 8:15 p.m. Come join me and I'll take you to all the right places. We'll be streaming for 12 hours with some fun extra life incentives that I will 100% totally think of and will absolutely happen sometime between now and tomorrow morning. We got this. And then I will see you all at least twice next week for some workouts again. Thank you again. This has been so fun. We've had such wonderful people. I love it. Let's let's work out together a little more. And I'll be taking us through some yoga and some things that we can do together in the new year as well. You don't have to, but there'll be great VODs up, and we'll do all sorts of things. So she says the words, I do the commands. You do them perfectly. This is great. Yes, follow the Plague Pals. That's the other place that I hang out a lot, and I am of them, and they are of me, and I am Plague Pals, and we are Plague Pals. Please get infected. And also check out when Taliscan and I play some more Ambition and Mini Wet and Power. Oh my gosh, Taliscan, I got the perfect Christmas present for my mother-in-law that I'm gonna wear it for the next one. It's like amazing. It's like she knew. I don't know how, but let me get this raid going. You all are the best. Enjoy your turning of the tides into the new year if I don't see you until 2026. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me while I work out and ramble about my job and my health and fitness, and hopefully answer some questions, hopefully shed some light on things that you need to know and think about for your health and fitness journey. It doesn't fucking happen in one day. It doesn't happen in January. It happens over the course of weeks and months and of your whole lifetime. And don't let that intimidate you, because you're building the blocks to it right now in small ways every day. So let it happen a tiny bit at a time. Let one grain of sand be shifted every day in a little way. And that doesn't have to look like the get 1% better every day bullshit. That gets to be acknowledging times when you need rest and self-care, changing things for the better for you, setting boundaries, eating something nourishing and helpful and fun and healthy, getting some extra sleep, playing something fun, laughing a little extra. That's the stuff that really matters. So don't neglect it. You deserve it. You deserve it. If I deserve it, you definitely deserve it. Let's go raid Mango Moonbeam. Thank you all again. I'll be checking out Celsie's stream too, and you should too. Thank you again. The United Queendom loves you and grows more every day. We will take down those in charge. There be getting those. All right, let's get out of here, gang. Love you, bye.